Brand spanking new.
Oh, man, it's so cold. Good morning. It's Monday, the 20th of January. I had to have a look at that to find out what it was. You're watching the new Rise, and it's 6:58 in the morning. Good morning. Hello, I'm Iain Lee.
And I'm Edith Bowman. A very good morning to you. Now, coming up today, we've got a very busy show for you. We have the Cookmeister General himself, Mr. Jamie Oliver, is going to be in the studio.
The chef cookman, yeah.
He's hear that?
All this for the cook. All this for the cook. More amazingly, I think we've got Darren Brown is coming in to invade our minds, and we've taken a gander at Waking the Dead star, Claire Goose, who's joining us later on.
I like what you did there.
Thanks very much, Gander Goose.
And we're going to be going live to LA to speak to Mindy Barbano, who's our entertainment correspondent. She's been hanging out at the Golden Globes, which finished a mere minutes ago. We'll be bringing you all the details on that. Catherine Zeta-Jones, Reddy Zellweger. Who do you think it was going to be? I know.
We've got all the answers on our fingertips.
But you have to wait to find out. And Dougie is outside. He's going to be meeting all our new neighbours. So we're going to go...
Did you have a good weekend this weekend? What did you do?
I went to the zoo yesterday.
Why? To see all the mad monkeys bashing their heads on the cages?
And the sort of foxes doing that, walking back and forward.
Foxes in a zoo?
Yeah.
Why do you have a fox in a zoo? You can see them anywhere. Did you see the elephants?
They didn't have any elephants, right. And I really wanted to see
This was a zoo with foxes with no elephants. This is some bloke's back garden or something you went to. I tell you what as well, what's got me really angry, what? David Sneddon.
Oh, don't.
He's #1 in the hit parade.
I love that song.
In the cafe with a girl.
I've worked out why I like it.
Why?
Because it reminds me of Delamitri.
And that's exactly why I hate it. We'll have more of that coming up later on, but first off, here's the news with Zora.
Good morning. Here's a quick look at the top stories this hour. First, breaking news overnight. Anti-terror police have raided a controversial mosque in North London, arresting several people. These are the very latest pictures of the aftermath of the raid in Finsbury Park. Police saying it is linked to the investigation into the discovery of the deadly poison ricin in a nearby flat. You might remember the Finsbury Park Mosque is where the infamous Muslim cleric Abu Hamza preaches. This could be what we've been waiting for. Looks like Saddam Hussein may finally be cooperating. The head of the UN's nuclear agency says Baghdad looks willing to respond to some of his demands, but warns time is still running out. We're hoping for a live update from Baghdad at 7:30. The Golden Globes have just finished in Hollywood, and Chicago was the big winner. The film was named Best Musical or Comedy. Renée Zellweger took Best Actress and Richard Gere Best Actor. Other winners, Nicole Kidman, Jack Nicholson and Martin Scorsese. Full details and a live report from Hollywood later in the show. In sport, Dennis Bergkamp faces another trial by jury after appearing to slap Lee Bowyer in the face in Arsenal's match against West Ham yesterday. The incident happened just before he set up Arsenal's second goal, but the referee took no action. If investigated, it'll be the second time his conduct has been reviewed this season. Now, a quick look at the weather. It'll be dull and damp for most of the UK, a high of 10 in London and 7 in Scotland. Well, that's it. I'll have a full update in half an hour.
Hi. Oh, we rehearsed that and I still did it really badly. Our makeup room, through there's wardrobe, Darren Brown, Heidi through there. But right here, having the finishing touches put to her makeup, Claire Goose, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Do you want to come and see the rest of the studio?
I'd love to.
Excellent. Are you done with that? Come on then, let's go and have a look. Now, in case you need a bit of freshen up, we've got some nice showers and stuff in here.
Oh, excellent. I'll
not
use
finished
those
yet. Oh, right. So maybe not. Jamie Oliver's in this morning. Have you met Jamie before?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I presented him with an award actually years ago.
Did you? What for? Can you remember?
Well, it's Best Chef, obviously.
So you're a fan of his food then?
Huge fan. Got all his recipe books.
I find that his books just are sort of made for idiots. Do you know what I mean? And that anybody can cook any of these.
No, I did one of his recipes for Boxing Day for my family. It was an absolute winner.
Excellent. Well, we'll thank him later on. This is a green room where you can sort of hang out later. Got plasma screen and stuff there. And we have some lovely people here who make coffee, get you croissants and all that kind of thing.
Fantastic.
And waiting over there to greet you is Mr. Iain Lee. I know he's died.
Oh,
Iain, Claire.
I've been off my bottoms in the paper. How are you, right?
Reading about bottoms?
Yeah, so I'll show you. I won't show it and tell you, it's probably too rude, but there's just pictures of lots of bottoms.
That's a nice way to wake up, isn't it?
Listen, we've got to ask you, do you get bored of people making jokes about your name, Goose? People have a gander. Does it get really irritating?
No, I mean, people don't generally do it that much. It's normally just interviews.
Okay. Well, so we come up with an alternative that it doesn't make fun of your name, but it's a good way of introducing it.
Yeah.
It's like this. Claire Goose, kick off your Sunday shoes. We've taken the Footloose song and put Claire Goose
That's
in
very
it.
clever, I like that.
Okay.
Do you honestly like it? Yeah, I really like it.
Okay, listen, Claire, I'll come back and have a chat with you later on. We'll make up some more fun songs. Lots of bits like that. You'll love it. Now, listen, make yourself comfortable, because I'll be back in a bit for a bit more. But first of all, we're going to have 5 fantastic people right in the front row who are playing our Textecution competition.
Every week, we invite 5 contestants to stay in the Rise Hotel and play our daily popularity competition, Textecution. Each day, you text off the person you hate the most. This week's contestants are from London and Manchester. OJ, 23 years old. Marsha, 24. Monica, 20. Dan, 22. And Al, also 22. By Friday, only 2 will remain, and you decide which one will win a holiday to the Kanahura Resort in the Maldives, with Sunset Faraway worth £4,000.
Tropical, the island dream, this is where I long to be. La Isla Bonita, and when the dana me, oh la ba 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 ba, La Isla Bonita, yeah!
Welcome back to Rise. It's Friday the 19th of December. He's Mentor, I'm Kate Lawler, and
she's just guffed.
Before the break, we asked you, and it smells of roses, before the break we asked you, true or false, brown sauce was first used as a medicine?
False, of course. Brown sauce was, of course, the fictional rock group made by Swap Shop, and also, it was, thank you, Dougie, it was ketchup that was sold in pharmacies throughout Germany in the mid-1800s.
Congratulations.
Das ist einfach klasse.
Congratulations to Nazim in London. You've won. Well done. Now time for Ian to break like the wind and get over to Dougie for the last TV review.
See ya. Spotless.
Actually, yes, I'm very, very clean, very tidy. And I don't like no one to do anything for me. I do myself.
Oh, you're one of those. OK, lovely.
Listen, that's all we've got time for. We've got to thank all of our guests for coming in for the last show of Rise. It is the last show of Rise today. It's been wicked. We've had a ball.
Yeah, it's been lovely. You can see some names of people who've been working on the show for the whole year.
Thank you to everyone who's worked on the show.
Kate, there's only one thing we can do. Thank you very much for all our guests coming on the last show. It's a great pleasure.
It's a pylon. Have a wicked Christmas.
It's the pylon of the show. Pylon!
Obviously, there's different standards of dance and everything. Where do you start with someone who's totally rubbish, like Ian?
Shut up, I'm wicked.
Shut your moonwalk then.
It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how best you could do it. It ain't what you do, it's the time.
Come on!
That's what gets results.
What? I told you about this, Ian.
That's what gets results. Trust me. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how best you could do it. It ain't what you do, it's the time that you do it. And that's what gets results.
It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. My mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing to spin on coke and rum. It's like so what I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby, about to have me some fun. Kate?
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Well, it's that murder show.
What's that kicking out cold?
It's that trick.
It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how best you could do it. It ain't what you do, it's the time that you do it. And that's what gets results. And that's what gets results.
What's going on live? You can't do this.
Oh, yeah.
My mum doesn't really understand swear words.
No. Oh, really?
So there's some I can get away with, like tosser.
This is morning television.
Okay, sorry.
My son is watching.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Don't fuck with the crew. Oh, no, I don't. We've got to apologise for that.
Like a sort of taking the piss.
We've got to be careful of what we say.
Taking the piss.
Rock and roll. Rock and roll.
It was fucking unreal. It was beautiful. We've got to tell you off your bad language there, sir.
You know, pest.
Fed, calm your tongue, sir. Crap. There we go.
What? A bag of wank? Well, just like...
Fed, we've got to apologise for that.
Wait, did you say a bag of wank?
That was live on Rise.
I hate you bitch! I shaved a monkey and shoved it up an elephant's arse.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious? I was not saying we can't have any more of your swear words like we just said then, but carry on, we love you.
What do you mean, like arse?
Yes, don't say that, we get in trouble, we've got to apologise for that, don't.
It feels crap.
You can't say arse!
No, you can't say it! Come on, we'll get taken off air!
Arse!
Come on! Put your bum away! Fucking unreal.
Rock and roll.
That was live on Rise. Fucking unreal.
So let's have a quick word for Channel 4. Well, do you know what? Jude Law just walked straight past us.
What a cunt.
Sorry.
Dear me.
Is Liverpool a good place for chilli sauces?
They work quite hard.
Oh, Ian. Oh, Ian!
Still going to go up to the next one, are we?
Oh, okay, yeah, they're all right.
Really want to swear. Just manage, I'm guessing it's hardcore, you know the score.
Down it, down it.
What are you doing at the weekend, fellas?
Sleeping.
Right.
Fellas.
Sorry, what did I
Oh, it gets worse every day, doesn't it?
Got to say, actually, you may have just seen a slightly deformed figure on screen. That was Charlie Charles. He is only 12 years old, and that baldness is real. It's a lot of stress. A lot of stress.
Oh, baldness at 25.
Unbelievable. It's a Chelsea match going on, Chelsea versus Man City. I thought I watched this. Keep it going. So I watched the football on the telly the other day. It turns out it was a match from about 5 years ago. What a waste of time. Thank you.
Here come the Blues.
Here come the Reds. It's a football match. It's a football match. He scored a goal. He saved a goal. It's a football match. It's a football match. Goalkeeper in back. Attackers up in front. The referee's in black. Some think he is a character. Come on, the Reds. Come on, the Blues. It's a football match. Hey, why not? Why not? Charles Swin, all you have to do is answer this question.
Kick more.
Hello, fella. Well, James, nice to see you, mate. Let's, good work. Now, we'll see you in 2.
Oh, no, man, no.
Yeah, hi, crazy. Welcome back. It's Wednesday, 23rd of July, 8:34. You doing anything exciting today, Kate?
I'm having a facial.
Oh, that'll be very, very nice. And I'm going to have a good sleep. Now, what's happening?
Here are the results of our phone poll. The housemate the Rise viewers would like to see win Big Brother on Friday.
Get ready for the surprise.
The 70 grand check is...
Cameron with 47% of the vote, that's right. I burn through your eyes. He's going to do it. And the second is Scott with 26. Oh, and Ray, who you all want to win, comes in with 20%, and Steph gets a measly 7%.
This is just a Rise opinion poll. I'm not being funny, but Cameron does not deserve to win Big Brother. I'm making a plea. Ray's the only honest one in the house. He's the only one full of character. Everyone's gone on about how boring Big Brother is this year. Yeah. If Cameron wins, it will just totally ruin the whole object of Big Brother. Someone boring winning Big Brother.
Yes, exactly.
No,
listen to Kate. Listen to Kate, because she...
I was a bit more fun than Cameron, I'm sorry, but at least I let my hair down.
Because you won it, you think you've got the right to say who should win it?
Because I've been in Big Brother and I've lived the experience.
You've lived the life, yes.
I can say what I want. I'm a viewer. Cameron is boring. He's homophobic and he's just got issues. He's an idiot.
This is Kate Lawler kicking up a storm, and I think that has to be applauded, for goodness sakes. Come on.
Thanks.
She's spoken her mind.
He's the only honest person in the house. If Cameron wins, it's going to say to next year's Big Brother people, you can go in Big Brother, be boring, and you can win.
Yes, so exactly. Here.
So everyone's going to go in Big Brother next year, just sit there and go, oh, I'm not making an opinion about anything. And then they're going to win. So
the reason is
expect another
Are you
year
sure the only reason you don't want Cameron to win is that we've got a 50 quid bet on it?
No,
Are you sure?
No, I would have gladly betted more, but you didn't want to.
Oh, I don't think that was the case. Nush.
Ray, come on, are you thick out there? Go on, Kate.
We should give Kate our own corner.
I should have a Trisha show or something, shouldn't I?
Come here, give me a hug.
I just want Ray
Come on,
to
we love you. We love you. He's not going to win, though. It's going to be Cameron. Nush, are you surprised by that
Bet
result?
on Ray as well.
Yeah, I am
The Rise poll has been really accurate, so I think we were wrong once.
It has been accurate.
Are you disappointed?
Very, especially with the views of the homophobic views about gay rights and stuff like that. Yeah.
Goss, what do you reckon? Does Cameron deserve that £70,000?
I was going to put my money on Ray and Scott, right? And I'm really surprised that, you know, we can. He is my mate and stuff, but if he wins, good luck to the man, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you're just covering your back now in case he does win and you want a few grand out of him. Unbelievable behaviour from these people. Excellent. But listen, it's time for you in a second to join Dougie, if you can prize yourself away from Nush and Tanya, because it's time for Goss in the Box. You've got 5 seconds. Go, sir!
Go, big boy, go!
Go, Goss, go! Welcome back to Rise. It's 7:48. I think it's Monday, the 30th of June.
It is indeed. It's nearly July.
Nearly July.
Now, I'm Katie. Welcome to the show. Now, it's a big weekend for Big Brother at the weekend. Brand new spanking housemate, Lisa, and more flirting from the new Cameron, who's got a bit frisky after his trip to South
Dirty
Africa.
Cameron. It was alleged in the paper he's a virgin. Let's have a look, see if any of them are up yet. Let's see what's happening in the house. Hang on. He's having a pick. Pick us a winner. No, he's done there. Are we going to see?
Oh, Scott, we can see his boxer shorts.
Oh, and it's getting me hot and flushed.
No, more on that later on. We will indeed have.
Yes, but here, kicking back on the sofas, ready to impart their wisdom and first-hand knowledge of what it's like inside the Big Brother house. It's John and Justine. Stop kissing, you two.
Sorry,
come on, pull
it's
away.
Just got coffee all over me. I'm all wet again, sitting next to John.
Hey! I don't think we can say that on breakfast TV, so let's move on as swiftly as we can away
Now,
from
the
that
prize
embarrassing
for the
innuendo.
Saturday night task in the Big Brother house was a bit different this week. It was not just food and booze, but a brand new housemate, Lisa. Let's have a look at him.
You're a new person. I don't believe it. How are you doing?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Nishka.
Are you new?
I know.
She's a new girl.
New house, right, eventually.
New
We're being slightly unfair. We don't know if she definitely is a man, but I would say look at the Adam's apple, the massive hands, and the winky. Now, first impressions, John. Is he going to be a good addition to the house? Do you think?
Yeah, fantastic. I've spent two and a half great years in South Wales in Cardiff. I know Lisa's type, and she's going to be fantastic for the house.
You know Lisa's type.
You know Lisa's type, do you?
Bags of fun.
Elaborate on that one.
Yeah, no context.
Don't forget
Why?
Tanya's with us tomorrow, John.
You're going for Lisa, even though you think she's...
Whoa! Listen, I'm not saying anything. I think Tanya's fit, you know, but you definitely for Tanya, would you?
Yes.
OK, fine.
Yes.
Now, interesting. Cameron, the butter wouldn't melt in his mouth softy baby, got back from African Big Brother house on Friday, and already we've seen a massive change in him. He's much more tactile, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's been given an opportunity to go over there and meet new people, and he's actually being himself. I think it wasn't really himself in the first few weeks. You think he's got a game plan? I think it was
He's
so
got
wrong,
a
John.
massive game plan.
Shut up, he has not.
Do you not think he comes across as a bit creepy and evil?
You mean like John did?
No.
There's a hand.
John
no,
was just
I don't.
creepy, but you never thought he was evil. OK, listen, let's have a look at a clip of Cameron flirting with Nush. This is from live footage on Saturday on E4. If you've got a weak stomach, then turn away now. Let's have a look. We can...
Well, there's Scott. This isn't Cameron.
There's Cameron. Oh, and he's realised you kiss a lady's elbow, you get a hug, you haven't got to wear the balaclava and a knife and walk through the park. There are other ways of getting ladies'
How does he
attention.
get away with it? How does he get away with it? Here's a man who's very kind, considerate, caring, and his hands are just everywhere all the time.
You tried to dry hump her, John. You got no excuse.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You were... it was quite tight there.
Justine, what do you think the girls will make of Cameron's newfound touchy-feeliness? Because it's just totally changed since he come back from Africa. Do you think they're going to accept it?
Well, I
or?
suppose it's a little bit like with John, you know, all of a sudden it comes on, you're not really quite comfortable with it. But Nush doesn't seem to be unhappy with it.
I had that earlier in the dressing room. John just suddenly pounced on me.
Yeah,
He pushed me up against the wall. It was embarrassing.
It's just too much at some point.
Steph's certainly been shocked. She confessed to Big Brother last night in the diary room. Take a look at this clip we've got here.
He smacked my ass twice in the matter of 12 hours. Which isn't Cameron. It's not the Cameron that I knew before he went away. He's come back all frisky. Not just with me though, with the other girls as well.
Then going to the things. I've got to say, Steph is my favourite. I think she's a hot chick.
I'm with you on that one.
I think she's fit. I don't think she's going to win.
No, I don't. I don't think
But
she's got it in her to win, but I think
she
she's
should
great.
last a bit longer. I just think when she was dressed right up in those joggers,
running around with the boots and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, John.
But she seems a bit scared of Cameron.
Yeah, well, I'd be scared of Cameron. I think he's got issues. We have to leave it there, I'm afraid. We can discuss Cameron's sexuality a little bit later on, but now at 7:55, let's go over to
favourites at 3-1. They reckon the betting industry this year is going to turn over in the region of £1 million. And I think he's really going to help that along. He's a good bet, probably, at 3-1.
OK, James, listen, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much. Yeah. Keep us up to date with what's going on. And remember, if anything happens, just give us a call on this hotline, even if we're talking to a big star.
OK, no problem.
OK, nice one, James. Take care. See you soon.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
He's a lovely fella, isn't he? Absolutely lovely. Listen, we'll be chatting to Johnny really again a little bit later on. So keep questions coming in for him, and we'll be bringing you more live action from the house. But first, though, time for Text to Win. It's very simple. You text us for your chance to win. Today, we're giving away a DVD player and 50 DVD movies.
50?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Wow.
Courtesy of 50box.com. To be with a chance of winning, just text us your answer to the following question.
Now, as you know, the Eurovision Song Contest took place at the weekend, so we're giving you a little related question. True or false? Celine Dion once won the Eurovision Song Contest. If you think it's true, text T to 84188. If you think it's false, text F to the same number, 84188, and we'll pick a winner from the correct text we receive during our break.
Now, after the break, we'll be chatting exclusively to Skin about life after the Skunk and Nancy split and the start of her solo career. We'll see. Sorry. We were just messing around, and we shouldn't really. Welcome back to Rise, 9 minutes past 8 on Bank Holiday Monday, the 26th of May. I'm Ian.
It's Bank Holiday Monday. Hello, I'm Kate.
Brilliant.
Now, before the break, we asked you this question. True or false? Big Brother's Jade once asked if there was chicken in chickpeas.
Surprisingly, the answer's false. It was Helen Adams who asked the question. She's at part in Big Brother 2. And do you remember, she used to be the old-fashioned Jade. We've forgotten about her now.
Oh, no, we haven't. She's with Paul Clark.
Who won that?
Michelle from London. Congratulations, Michelle, you've won our prize. Now, you might have noticed that Big Brother is taking over our screens, so we feel it's our job to keep you updated with everything that happens.
Yes, we do. We've got action live from inside the house. Let's go over live now and see exactly what's happening. Now, which two are they?
That's Justine there.
Right, that's Justine.
And Steph with the short hair is next to her.
Now, Steph is the one that I think is quite saucy. That's Steph. I think she's
like
quite
Steph.
nice. Whereas Justine is the one with the hugest bum in the world. Well,
oh, no, she's just pear-shaped.
Well, yeah, big pair. Now, we've got last year's winner, her, Kate, in the studio. She seems to be here every single day, can't get rid of her. And every morning for the next 9 weeks, we are going to be chatting to one of her former housemates.
We are indeed, and we spoke to him earlier. He's keeping on my sofa all week this week. It's my old Big Brother housemate.
Oh, look, we sent him asleep.
Johnny, wake up!
We're doing the show for you, man, and you've fallen asleep. That's terrible.
All right, love.
All right.
Was you asleep just then?
Just bored.
Yeah,
listening to you.
We're not very good. Listen, Johnny, the housemates are in at last. Did you get an invite to Kate? From what I hear, it was a brilliant Big Brother party on Friday, because I wasn't invited. No, that's a bit weird, though, isn't it?
I'm sorry, it was girls only. But Desi Boy was allowed to come.
Yes, the girls only apart from Desi Boy.
That's my dad.
Now, both of you, did you see much of the action? Johnny first. Did you see much of the action over the weekend?
Yeah, obviously watched the night they all went in. That's the biggest bit, really, isn't it? Apart from the end. And I've watched the show last night. I prefer watching the Channel 4 shows to the E4 because E4
it's a bit long, isn't it?
It's boring.
Did it feel weird watching them go in? Did you think, hang on, that's mine? I've done that.
I was nervous and my heart was going.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I watched the Friday night show and it was proper strange.
Tell you what would have been harder if they hadn't changed the inside of the house.
Yeah.
I mean, Celebrity Big Brother, when they went in there, that I was sitting and I was like, they in my house?
Yeah. Didn't you think, though, that the house looks totally different? It doesn't even feel like they're in our house, almost.
The diary room's where our shower used to be.
Is that where it is? I just think it's really weird. I didn't even think, for a minute, I forgot they were in, it was R1, the same house. I mean, they've spent so much money. The garden is totally back to front. The garden, the pool's over there, the vegetable patches over the other side. It's
Johnny, what do you
totally
make of the new bunch? Have we got any characters in there? Are we going to get some good TV over the next 9 weeks?
Yes, I think Sissy, although she's loud, I think Sissy's going to be quite entertaining. She's tickled me a couple of times watching her. And also, I like Ray and Scott. Out the lads.
Yeah.
See, Scott, I can't make up my mind about him. He's just sat back.
I warmed to Scott when he went in. Ray and Scott I warmed to straight away out the lads. And the lasses was Justine Nush. She's Nush, nice, isn't she?
I like Goss. All right, mate. Hey, mate.
Yeah, has anyone noticed how many times Goss says mate? He's like, oh, mate. Goss, you must nominate a housemate. Oh, mate. We've been here 5 minutes. Mate. Oh, mate.
Now,
oh, mate.
Apparently Ray tried to sneak in a bottle of vodka and Federico took a packet of condoms, some handcuffs and a leopard print thong.
That is crazy.
Did you two try and sneak anything in when you went in there?
I didn't. I just knew that I'd get it confiscated, so I didn't even bother.
Yeah.
They
Squares.
confiscated a couple of clothing with name brands on it, but that was about it.
And your Al Pacino picture as well, didn't they take?
Yeah, I took a picture of Al Pacino
Gutted.
from Scarface, best movie in the world, and they took it away.
Johnny, what was the first night like in the house?
Brilliant.
Really?
It's your adrenaline's going all night, isn't it, as you're getting to know the house. I noticed with I can't remember which one it was. One of the girls kept.
That was Anushka. Anushka just kept going.
I remember being like that. Your mouth is so dry with nerves, isn't it?
Yeah. That was Steph as she walked in. Actually, yeah, I remember. Dry mouth and needed a drink.
That was the same. I walked in like that.
Needing a drink. Now they were so drunk after nominations on Friday night, they broke the sacred Big Brother chair.
Let's
Did you
have a
watch
look at
that?
this, brilliant.
Let's take a look.
Flo, just for tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, big brother.
Oh no!
Someone else really much better.
That's unbelievable. They got told off for that as well, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, they got told off. Now, there are press reports that there's a hidden bar with unlimited booze hidden in the house. Do we believe that, and do we think it's a good idea?
I would like to think that they have got this bar, because I say
wicked.
give them all the booze you can.
Yeah.
You have the best times in there when you're drunk, don't you?
Yeah, we did, certainly.
People thought me and you were alcoholics.
Yeah, but we weren't.
Which we are. But anyway, nevertheless, you have a better time in there.
And it makes for much more entertaining TV, seeing people drunk and then seeing people
We had the best time when we were drunk, didn't we? It was
I like to watch people enjoying themselves and making an idiot of themselves, waking up the next morning and going,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope they didn't show that.
Do you think people are sizing people? Do you think they're sizing each other up though? Really?
They'll be doing what we did when we first went in the first few days. You're looking for reasons to nominate people, aren't you?
Yeah, that's well, you've got
because
to.
You've been told you've got to give proper, good enough reasons.
Exactly. I think we can go over live again now, see what's happening this morning, see who's up and about at the moment. They're probably still doing their Pedalo challenge. Let's have a look.
How long they've been awake for?
Full of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
That is a robin feathering his nest.
What, sorry?
That is a robin feathering his nest is part of that song.
Jane and Michael.
That bloke on the left, what's his name?
He's Cameron.
Cameron, I don't like him. Do you know? Boring, send him home.
I think John's dull.
Really?
Bookies have reduced the odds on the first Big Brother bonk this year. Were you aware of the pressure to get it on last year? We were. I wasn't at all.
You're not aware of any of the hype?
No, of
For all
course.
we know, while you're in that house, a little old woman and her dog could be sitting watching it and nobody else.
Yeah, that's what we thought, didn't we?
You never know.
Yeah.
But surely you must have had some idea, because you knew how big it was before. But you
What they say is you
They
never know if it's going to be as big or...
They said it could be really unpopular. People could watch it the first week and just think no, and so we didn't know how many people were watching. Or
They say you could go out the doors on the night you're evicted and you just hear...
Was it someone in your group who got booed when they went out?
Oh, there was
Adele,
Tim.
I don't know. That was just
Tim.
a really. Do you reckon there'll be a row this week between anyone?
Anushka and somebody else. Maybe it's Anushka and Steph.
She's quite feisty, isn't she, Anushka? I'm loving her walk, her strut. Did you see that?
And when she
I've
walked
perfected it. It's great. I'll do it tomorrow.
Does she have a bra on?
I
couldn't help but notice that.
I watched the video. Now, listen, you came second, you came first. What's your tips for staying in the house right till the very end?
Be yourself and have a good time.
Yeah, have a
Because
laugh.
me and Kate were accused of acting up to the cameras just because we're enjoying ourselves. So what? You know what I mean? We were just enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
If the miserable ones in the house thought we were acting up to the cameras, tough.
We were just having a laugh.
We were there.
You've got to
in there
entertain
till the end,
yourself,
so
otherwise you will drive yourself insane.
it proved to the public who was genuine and who wasn't.
Exactly.
I was a big fan of yours both. Although
Now,
I did
they
vote
had
for
to make a
Johnny.
nomination. They had to make a nomination after just an hour in the house, and it turns out 4 of them are up for eviction this Friday. Check it out.
There are 4 housemates nominated for eviction this week.
Oh my goodness.
And? Don't tell me
That's not, is it not really?
They are
Oh, you
Anushka,
Which one?
Oh,
It's me, because she's not.
Federico, John,
What?
Them's the breaks.
and Scott.
Gutted.
That
Now,
brings back
from the
proper
4 nominated, we want to know who the Rise viewers, that's you at home, would like to see evicted. Please bear in mind, your text won't be part of the Big Brother vote. It's an exclusive Rise opinion poll. So what we're going to do is text poll and the name of the housemate you want evicted to 83188.
and text us now.
It's as simple as that. Now, while people are texting their opinions, let's find out what Johnny, sitting over here, thinks of the 4 nominees. Johnny, what do you think of the 4 nominees? Let's start with Anushka, nominated 6 times.
Yeah, Anushka, she was just nominated because she was loud. And she got quite leery, didn't she?
Hello, welcome back to Rise. It's 8:49. Let's go straight into this. This is so exciting. My goodness gracious me. It's Matt Goss is here! Oh, man alive! Legend. For anyone who doesn't know, I've got to say, formerly of Bros, now completely solo and doing this on your own. You've been living in the States for about a decade.
Yeah.
What's brought you back to England, sir?
Just I've been asked over the years to come back and do Bros reunions and all that, and you know, and I've never felt comfortable with it. Wembley Stadium was the last show, and I felt comfortable with that being the last gig. But then Mission Control asked me out if I'd come out and do some solo shows, and it just felt right. You know, I'd had a lot of fear, the thought of coming back, but that's kind of left me, and the vibe's been so amazing this time round.
So you'd never consider doing a Bros reunion? That would never happen?
No, I mean, they've come in serious money and everything, so big summer gig and the state, you know, the arena or whatever, and I just don't think it feels right. I think that it was what it was, and...
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right, man. That's pretty good of you to be able to say that and not go, right, I'm going to get $500,000 or whatever it is to do this one gig. You're sticking true to it. We like that.
Yeah.
Excellent
You've been
work.
penning out songs for your new album that's out in October. What can we expect from that?
It's a lot more organic. It's just it's very guitar driven. We got Richard Steele from Space Hog. We've got Shaka Khan's bass player. It's like eight of us on stage. It's pretty big sound.
Now, I was reading as well. You've also written #1s for other artists and an album track for Martine McCutcheon. Oh, I love. I think she's sexy. John Tickle's doing a rude gesture with his hands. Why did you want to write for Martine?
She's a top girl. She's one of my mates, and she's the first album. I wrote a song on the first album for her. And you know, she's the real deal. She's got a lovely voice.
Could you tell her I fancy her?
You just did, mate.
Well, she's not watching, is she? Martine, please give us a call, and I'd like to go out on a date with you and feel your boobs.
Again?
Ian.
Yeah.
I feel your boobs again.
Now, when does your tour kick off? Because you're touring as well, aren't you?
The tour kicks off on the 11th, this Friday in Swindon.
Wicked.
And then I'm doing Shepherd's Bush on the 25th of this month.
So listen, Bros were the bee's knees of boy bands in the 80s. I was a fan, but I was only 8. My sister, who was like older than me, was a massive Brosette.
I've got to say, Mackenzie Crook, a friend of mine who's in the office, plays Gareth in the office. I spoke to him yesterday. He was so excited when he heard you were coming on. He's going, oh, I love Bros, I love Bros. So just to let you know, Mackenzie's watching and he thinks you're a legend as well. So
I think Mackenzie's a legend as well.
There you go, that will make his day, seriously.
So you were lead vocals, your twin Luke was the drummer, and Craig Logan was guitarist. Have we got a still store of
I think we've actually got a clip of you playing...
Oh, look at you!
Look at that good-looking boys. Now this is you singing, When Will I Be Famous? This is brilliant. The 80s feel there, and you've got no boy band dance routines. It's just bouncing and giving that energy. We love that. And Craig's still dancing there with his guitar,
with his bass.
With his bass.
You got fame and bucket loads, but you was only 19 years old. Do you think it was too young, or are you glad that's the way it went?
Yeah, I mean it's weird because Bros feels like my Saturday job. Do you know what I mean? It's like this is like hopefully this is my career, and I can just slow and steady wins the race for me now. So, but I'm very proud of that time, and 17 million records. So I was well chuffed.
You're massive, right?
Did the twin thing ever get on your nerves? Because you do look alike. Are people always making comparisons with you, or did you have a laugh swapping each other's girlfriends and stuff like that?
Only when we was at school. I dated this girl, and we just all she wanted to do is walk after school, walk everywhere. So I finished with her, and then my brother came in and said, "Oh, meet Nikki," and I was like, "Hello, Nikki." Yeah, she was my ex-girlfriend, so. That's the only time it ever happened.
Oh my goodness me. I've got a twin sister. That never happened with us because we're totally different and stuff. So
well, yeah, that would make the big flaw in the plan there.
Yeah.
Shut up. Now, Luke, your brother has given up singing. He's turned to acting. I saw him. Is it Blade 2 he was in?
Blade 2, yeah.
Doing that. You're proud of your brother for doing that?
Very proud of him. He's a great actor as well. He's doing brilliant what he does.
Are you got any plans to act as well?
No, I've stayed true to what I'm doing. I'm going to stay in music. I believe in being like a master at one, and anti-cheese kind of.
So when's the album coming out? Have you got a date for that yet?
October.
October. And what's it going to be called?
Still name it. I've just written another 3 songs.
Oh,
so
man, so it's still happening. And when does your tour start? That's pretty soon, is it?
It starts on Friday in Swindon. So.
Oh, it is soon. Well, listen, man, best of luck with that. It's brilliant to have you back. Stick around, so we've got some phone calls, I think, coming in.
Okay. We do in time.
Yes, it is time for our phone. A Big Brother lot, come and join us over here as well.
You're not getting away that easily.
Oh, Alison, be careful! No! No!
How you doing, mate?
She has been... I've got to tell you, man, there's a certain age group of women...
We've got the same name, haven't we?
Yeah.
Goss. There's a certain age group of women in the offices today who've been so excited that you've come in. Unbelievable. Listen, we have been asking you for your phone calls, your texts, your emails, for anybody that we've got on the show today. I think we've got a phone call from Kim in Newcastle, first of all. Hello, Kim, are you there?
Yeah.
You all right, Kim?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks very much. You sound a little bit miserable.
Oh, I've got cold.
Oh, bless you. Well, you bunking off work today?
Oh, no, I'm on maternity leave.
Excellent. Well, you've got maternity leave. Have you had your baby?
Yeah.
And what did you have?
Boy.
And what's he called?
Kieran.
Kieran, nice one. You got a question for Fed, I think, is it?
Yeah.
Away you go. Come on.
Do you know any females from Newcastle?
Do you actually know any women from Newcastle?
I actually did meet one woman from Newcastle.
Careful with your language, sir, but tell us the story.
Yeah, no, it was on holiday when I was in Tenerife once, and I was vomiting into the urinals in the gents.
Classy.
And she accosted me. She's a classy lady.
Classy lady. Kim, were you upset by what Fed said about ladies from Newcastle?
I was very.
Because yeah, it was a little bit harsh, wasn't it? And he does say he was being ironic and stuff, and was trying to get a point across. But do you think he was a little bit unfair?
Yep, very.
I've met ladies from Newcastle. They're lovely. They are as hard as nails, though. They do go around walking around in the freezing cold, in the shortest skirts and the tightest t-shirts. But I think that just shows how tough they are, and we respect that and love that.
Oh, yes.
Kim, I love Newcastle and I love all the ladies there.
Good, thank you.
Oh, thanks very much for calling, Kim. Okay, we're going to go to our next caller. It should be Emma from London. Hello, Emma. Are you there, my darling?
I am here.
Hi, Emma.
Hello.
Who's your question for?
It's for Matt, please.
Oh, Matt, okay, away you go.
I have on occasion found myself doing things I probably shouldn't in the good name of goss. I'd like to know what's the strangest thing a fan has ever done to or for you.
You must have got some freaky fans in those days.
I've been two gifts. First of all, I got given a raw chicken, wrapped up and everything. They said, "Do you like it? Do you like it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's lovely." And secondly, I think the weirdest.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's lovely, but the whole car was like, it's a bit freaky deaky. You know,
yeah,
when you're
that's
getting
weird.
Did
you cook it?
No, we chucked it on the M3 or something. But it's,
and what was the other one? Yeah, go on.
And the weirdest time was like when I was getting out of bed and somebody grabbed my ankles. A fan had been like an hour's snooze in between promotion. Somebody grabbed my ankles.
Mate, that's
and
weird.
I did. Yeah, it was very.
And they've been hiding under the bed.
Yeah. So that was pretty mad.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
Pretty mad.
I think we've got one more call if we can. Paul in Nottingham, is it? Hello, Paul.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, fine, mate. You're right.
I'm all right. I'd like to say that Kate's looking as lovely as ever.
Oh, thank you very much, Paul. I'll give you a fiver after the...
And a question for John. Just wondering, if you had to go on a dinner date with either Justine or Lisa, who would it be?
If you had to go on a dinner date with Justine or Lisa, who would it be?
That's a tough one. I haven't met Lisa yet, so it'd definitely be Lisa. Justin and I aren't getting on at the moment.
Exactly. I was just going to say to that one that I'd have to agree to it first, and I certainly wouldn't be doing that.
No.
Sorry,
Listen, you two. We know you love each other. Just get the snogs on, sleep with each other, get it out of your system. It will do you the
I've got an email
Show me the way in.
I've got an email here. This is for Goss. It's from a Dirty Devil. They say, "What meal do you recommend I cook for my girlfriend tonight? I'm not in her good books and I need to impress her."
Right, you want to make it nice and simple. We always say get a nice piece of chicken, some pesto, make a lovely little mash, chicken over the top, rub the pesto over the top of the chicken, grill it over the top, nice little bit of dressing and some flowers, bottle of champagne and maybe some strawberries and...
Gosh, not only are you a legend in the cookery department, you're a legend with the ladies. Excellent one. Listen, thank you very much to all our guests, all our Big Brother group.
Thank you.
Matt, bless you for coming in, Matt. It's good to see you back. Thanks
Tomorrow,
a lot.
Vern and Kay will be joining us on the show. I'm so excited. He'll be telling us about Pop Beach. Take care.
See you later on. Take care. Have a good day. That was brilliant. Well done.
What's the next story you've got for us, Ms. Lawler?
David Blaine. Oh, his ear seems to have got better. Well, the doctors must have done a good job
It was a trick.
on that. It wasn't a trick, it was real. Anyway, magician David Blaine is terrified that people are going to hurtle things at this glass box that he's going up in today. This box he's going in is going to be in it for 44 days. It's going to be suspended above Tower Bridge, 30 feet in the air, and he's worried that people are going to start throwing things. He's even hired Robbie Williams security guards to look after the box 24 hours a day.
He's hired the security, 15 security guards that have worked with, Robbie Williams, Kylie Minogue and Frank Sinatra.
Those celebrities weren't in Perspex boxes at the time, were they? This is a completely new game even for the world's best bodyguards. He's worried that someone's going to get a super catapult.
Yeah.
And
shatter his dreams of becoming the world's greatest showman.
I hadn't thought of that until now. And now I'm thinking
we have to go up to Tower Bridge and see this, because I just want to see him in this box, just to have a look.
Oh, I'd love to get in a helicopter and wee on him.
I can only imagine.
But it's going to be an exciting trick, you know. It's not a magic trick as such, but I think it is quite an exciting event.
Sky One are going to be showing the whole event, and Channel 4 are going to be screening the highlights package next month. It should be good.
Now,
I know he's a nutter, but I think it'll be really
obviously, the big event is David Blaine going inside his plastic box for 44 days. That's months, isn't it? That's virtually like 7 months. I've not done the maths quite there.
44 days.
44 days. Now, we've got an expert in who is a close friend of David Blaine's, and he claims to be. I'm a little bit dubious of some of his claims, it's got to be said. I think we're going to talk to him a little bit later on. Can we talk to him now? We're going to talk to him a little bit later on. We'll talk to him later on.
We'll talk to you
We've
later.
just seen the man come and get ready. Uri, it's a pleasure to see you guys. Haircut! Haircut!
Oh, I like the new haircut.
Do you really?
You look lovely.
Thank you.
Listen, man, it's great to see you. You've not seen We'll talk to you in a little bit. Is that okay? Excellent work, Uri. It's time now, though, to find out a little bit more about the bizarre Americans as we have a roundup of what's happening in the world of US reality TV.
David Blaine is just hours away from his latest bizarre stunts. From tonight, he'll spend 44 days locked inside a Perspex box suspended over the Thames. He'll have no food, communication, or even a toilet, and will live off just water.
Trained for it. There's been no medical records that we can deem as accurate of anybody who's gone with just water for that length of time.
Good morning, Uri.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, David is amazing. You know, he started with street magic, astonishing people in the street.
I've got to check your credentials.
Yeah.
You say you're David... First of all, you're Michael Jackson's mate. Now you're David Blaine's mate. Two of the biggest
proof,
stars
Ian.
in the world. Have we got proof?
Yeah, we just showed a picture.
I introduced Michael Jackson to David.
Oh, shut up, Uri. You're so full of it. I love it.
Oh, good.
Look at you. Who's that young man on the right there? Good looking. Yeah. So how did you meet David Blaine?
5 years ago.
How do you know him?
He studied me when he was a kid. He read all my books, and I think I inspired him. And he always wanted to meet me. He called me up one day. I had no idea who David Blaine was. And I must tell you very quickly the story. He says to me, "Oh, Mr. Geller, if I come to England, may I come to your house or meet in London?" I said, "Sure." One day, called me. I had no idea who he was. So he says, "Can I really come?" He gets on the plane, flies into London. Now, he gets on a train, because I live near Reading, gets off the train and flags down a taxi. That taxi, I have signed the bonnet of that taxi like 8 years ago. After running a marathon, I have a marker, a black marker in my pocket, and I signed the taxi. It was white, and I said, "Well, I'll put my name on the taxi," and he flags that taxi down.
How freaky!
He comes into our house with that car, and I couldn't believe it.
That's
and
incredible.
I said to him, "David, this is not a setup. This is really coincidence or synchronicity."
Yeah.
Speaking of David Blaine, I don't know what his plans are for this trick, but without being rude, he's become a bit of a porker, hasn't he, recently? Have you been feeding him up and fattening him up to make him quite so large?
Well, you must understand that being 44 days in a glass coffin, starvation, takes over, and the body needs glycogen. The liver stores glycogen and glucose, and that lasts only for 4 days. After that, the muscles start eating up the fat, and the water, liquid oozes from the blood into body cavities, and at one stage he will have difficulty in even thinking because of the acidity in his blood. So this is
really
real, this is
dangerous.
not a trick, this is dangerous.
Well, why is he doing it then? It's so he could have brain damage. Aren't you worried about your friend?
I am.
If you were a
very
friend,
worried.
you would convince him not to do it, Uri.
You can't. He made up his mind. He's a great showman. He's going to be the most, famous individual in the world someday. And he loves stretching the body to its limit. He diced with death when he was a young kid. There was this thing about the death wish with him. And he's going to be seen by probably 2 billion people tonight.
Right, he's definitely got good at getting publicity going for himself. He did this, we got a shot of him doing a stunt the other day on the London Eye, and yet some people were suggesting, there it is, amazing. Some people were suggesting he was strapped on. He claims that he wasn't. Why do you think he's got so many doubters?
Oh, jealousy,
Really?
envy, come on. Most of the doubters are magicians. And they become doubters because he's up there and they're down here. Full stop.
Yeah.
You know, magic is
why
riddled
he
with...
pretended to cut off his ear.
Why did he do it? It was very spontaneous.
But he didn't cut off his ear, it was pretend.
I am not telling. I tell you that...
it was a magic trick, Uri.
I've been saying it's real, and he's been convincing me. It
He
always
was
is
still
there.
with a bandage.
Uri, you know that Kate is slightly special.
Look,
We can't
the ear
convince her of
can
things
grow
like this.
back. You know, no...
Oh, the ear can grow back. Now you're talking nonsense for a second. Listen, David Blaine is going to be entering the boxes 8 p.m. tonight on Sky One. David Blaine, Above the Below. Then I think Channel 4 are going to be showing a compilation of it next month.
And can we ask all our viewers to help him? Send your power, your energy.
Good energy, good
Send
powers.
your good vibes
Tonight.
to Mr. Blaine.
Uri,
44 days.
Thank you very much for coming in. It's a pleasure.
thank you.
Send our best to David if you speak to him before that. But now, if you want to ask Uri a question later on, the numbers will be coming up on the screen in a little bit.
Security has been tightened around illusionist and Lord of the magician circle, David Blaine. He's been egged and everything. People are throwing stuff at his poor little glass box. Yeah, he's endured a man hitting golf balls at him. He's seen fights break out nearby. Oh my God. Had verbal abuse thrown at him.
Oh, that must hurt him.
And saw one man...
5 million quid. I couldn't withstand it.
And saw one man scale a fence to get at him. Security's been tightened day and night. I just read this as well. The guy's getting over £5 million in world TV rights if he stays in that box for 6 days, 6 weeks. I'd seriously consider it if someone offered me £5 million.
So I'm going to have a look at him now live, see him earning. There he is earning.
Oh, there's the £5 million.
It's quite a big swing in that box, isn't it? It does move a little bit.
I'd get dizzy. I would get
And
dizzy.
the security, it says in the paper that they've added security, and that includes putting up a 6-foot fence. He's 50 feet up in the air. What's a 6-foot fence going to do? How do we know? I've got to admit, I think this is brilliant, though. Sally, do you think this is just nonsense or...?
No, I'd give me Paul Daniels any day. I just think it's boring, so... Oh, that's it.
Really? Yeah, that's magic. You're going to see this trick and that trick.
Not a lot. I just think he's really dull. So what? You're in a box. So what? Smart. You know, who cares? But if someone offered you £5 million, wouldn't you consider it? Oh, I'd seriously consider it.
Oh, I do. I think it's brilliant.
Oh, no. $5 million. We needed a lift. You just throw your pants.
He's got nappy. He's going to do.
Yeah. No, sorry, no.
Let's go live and find out what David Blaine is doing inside his box.
We should have some footage now.
We can see it on the plasma so we can see it. He's still really high up. He has been raised, hasn't he? Either they changed the angle. He's been raised
He
quite a
must
lot.
have been raised because we can see him just where the blue bit of the
I
bridge.
read in the papers yesterday that one of the papers is going to lower down a Perspex box containing a naked woman and have it side by side here. That'd be wicked, wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
That would be wicked.
Yesterday there was someone with a remote control helicopter flying burgers and chips around his box.
Yeah.
Dangling burgers and chips. We'll also be finding out about David Blaine and see what he's up to right now. He's had a few things thrown at him, I have to say, recently. Eggs, golf balls, fruit, chips, and abuse.
And they had a barbecue underneath him at the weekend. There he is, he's
You
inside
can
the box.
see him.
We can see his shoulder. We can see... Josie, do you think this is good or do you think it's rubbish?
I don't know what to think. Part of me thinks it's kind of what we were saying. If it was for charity and not for publicity,
Yes.
maybe. But then I think that he tests the human body to its limits, and this, which I did on the games, and there's something to be said for doing that.
You know, I was impressed with this until Carrie and David from Fame Academy came on the show last week and said, we've got loads of friends that fast for 44 days.
I think they were lying.
I just don't believe that people actually do that out there.
Rebecca, you went down there, didn't you? See him?
Yeah, me and Dave, we communicated.
Really?
No, seriously, I was down there last night with me and my friend Josie, and we were there, and we were going, David, bite to us, because we wanted like a sign, we wanted like hope.
Yeah, of course. And did he write to you?
No, he actually picked up his book and picked up his pen and went like that, just to tease us. And then went back down.
Oh, Blaine.
Oh, but you communicated.
You can actually really, you can stand like there's obviously like a gate around him, but you can actually see, like, probably like where that is now. He's not that far up. So you can actually see his face and see his eyes like moving around.
I think I might get a glass box.
I think you need to
right
go.
next to him. Do you think he'll survive the 44 days?
No, probably not.
Do you reckon he'll be out of it?
It'd be good publicity.
It'd be all right, wouldn't it?
$5 million, isn't it?
$5 million quid he's getting
$5 million
for
quid.
I'd do that.
Well, I can't.
Now, street magician and the world's slowest talker, David Blaine, has been hanging outside Tower Bridge for, I don't know, 10 hours, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 20 minutes and 30 seconds and a week. Now, in the last... I've got no idea, I'm guessing time. Now, the last 24 hours have been an extravaganza of excitement and drama. It's time to go live to the feed and see exactly what's happening to the Blaine stir. David Blaine, can we see? There he is, he's waking up.
He's awake. Hi, David.
He's awake. Now, apparently the other day, he bashed his head, and he got a bit angry and started talking to himself. Zooming in there. What's happening under the
What's he
duvet?
doing?
David, you need your body salt, please. You do need that. Now, we're joined this morning by the king of colourful outfits, Ricardo, and the creator of the double-breasted sideburn, it's Paris. Paris, what do you make of David's stunt? Is it genius or rubbish?
For £5 million, it's genius, yeah, definitely.
He's a genius to be able to come up with that and get money for it, isn't it? But do you think it's an entertaining spectacle? I genuinely think having a man in a box near the River Thames, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
borders
me
on
too.
art.
I agree with you on that one, Ian.
I think it's great. Do you think is it entertaining in any way?
In some way, yeah. I haven't actually been up there yet. I actually do have to go and just
Do you want to go and see it?
I have to just see it, yeah. I have to. I think everyone has to see it.
I think it is one of those things. Ricardo, what do you think of David's grey blanket and jogging bottoms? Is that the good look for the Thames?
Absolutely not.
What should he be wearing?
I think he should take them off, just G-string.
You think he should just be in that box,
Brazilian
in a
G-string,
and maybe once every 5 hours they just squirt in some baby oil?
Lip gloss and baby oil.
Okay, well listen, we mentioned earlier that David Blaine did bang his head yesterday. We've got exclusive live footage of that. Here it comes.
Police charge a man who attacked David Blaine's glass box. Stephen Field from Surrey is accused of using threatening behaviour and criminal damage. It's alleged he tried to cut Blaine's water supply after climbing a scaffold tower next to the Perspex box. Now he'll appear in court later in